Don't be afraid. Yeah, so Corbett's been sitting on me for like the last, 10 minutes. And then now, just before the camera turns on, he runs away, but leaves me completely coated in hair. So, thanks for that, Corbett. He did his job. I guess that was his job today. Either way, hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. Okay. Well, I hope everybody had a good day yesterday. This was a lot of fun engaging with Chris Chloe's class, Miss G, as they call it. And then we started a page yesterday that I finished as this. Are we supposed to take everything said by other people seriously? And I don't know, are we? Anyhow, the original page for this was drawn on one piece of paper, and that's it. That's the paper. But we've got some. So I took this and I scanned the image and then I played around with the shapes and positions, and there it goes. So it was a lot of fun. Yep. And if you're wondering, my fellow Canadians, that's who you think it is. Okay. So the last couple of days have been good for. I'm feeling good with the output. The Debussy God. Has anybody written this backwards? Did he still working in pan pastels today? Probably doing some portrait work. So I don't know if anybody has written down Dukes See God, and then with the capitals where they are, and then literally wrote those letters in reverse. See what happens. It's a fun little game that I inserted into that for you. And then yesterday's page was the Mosh Pit Jump Ropers, Mr. Roper, and lots of Mr. Ropers. So in all fairness, today I incorporated Mrs. Roper into today's page. That's her asking, are we supposed to take everything said by other people seriously? Stanley. Okay, so today's episode is, as usual, sponsored by our favorites. Let me see if I can find them. We got, do I have them on here? Yeah, there we go. I think I got them. Yep, I found them. Okay. Today's show is sponsored by Bob's House of Fish. We stay open late for the halibut. Come on down to beautiful 201 Dundas Street, beautiful downtown London. See if you can reel in the best kind of bite you got. The show is also sponsored by Fake Explosion, fake bands, real music. Take a look at the link on the screen and check it out. Featuring their latest album, Illegal Casino by Nisam and Jim. The show is also brought to you by One Page Comic Extravaganza Volume 1. The last book released by Christopher Runciman before he's just about to release One Page Comic Extravaganza Volume 2. Ding dong. There we go. Okay, so let's get down to it. I have some exciting news today, and I'm going to switch from my overhead. So I'll move this. Mail. There's mail here. Mail call. Okay. So this, let me go back a step. This is, you got to turn down the Steely Dan. Okay. This is a bunch of the stuff that I got from the Stamp Swamp. Stamp Swamp that was done online here recently through Dee Willingham Stream Mondays and Wednesday mornings. Check them out. And so this is a bunch of the stamps that people sent in to swap with one another. I did the a monkey card that was individualized, each one of them, and then I did an extra one that Dee Dee uses as one of her man cards. So anyways, I'm going to take these images, and I hope the people that have submitted these images do not mind, because I'm going to incorporate some of this stuff in today's page, because what also came in, and then there's some tissue paper in there too, because what also came in today is mail. And I'm very, very, very excited. Oh, Dee Dee has a question there. Yes. Here it is. Get your stickers. Yes, I did. So I haven't opened it yet. I thought it'd be fun to open it here. So Yeah, so today's idea is, and I've got address covered up here, and just because, you know, I don't have permission to put addresses up there. So I've opened up the letter, and here comes a bunch of stuff out of it. And I don't know what's going to be in there. But, oh, already there's a cool piece of paper here. Look out. Okay, this is great. We're going to put this in today's page. That's fantabuloso. I love that. And this is, I got my Pantone card, so we'll be doing my Pantone page as well. And then check out some of these stickers, folks. These are done by Dee Dee. And some of her drawings that she did during Inktober. Here's one of her dinosaurs, and I know she sent some of this to Gary Hodges. And then here is some of her horror monsters. There's Frankie. He's not necessarily a horror monster, but Edgar Allan Poe is a horror writer. Oh, Planet of the Apes. How'd you know? Fantastic. And then we've got some of her animals. Hold on, I gotta move some stuff. There's one. I love the clockwork inside of the head. It's like it looks like a helmet with clockwork in it. And then here's their hippie lemur. All right, no, that's a sloth. That's a sloth, isn't it? Hippie sloth. Love it. And then here is Dee Dee's lemur. And so we're going to definitely be incorporating this image into today's page. And in addition to that, some fantastic cards. Oh, this is important. Let me see if I can read this. A, B, C. It's going well. D, E. Yeah, my eyes are okay. And then some other fantastic small little cutouts. These are so great. Okay, so between the stuff from before and the stuff from today. Now, I'm going to put some of these on things in my house. So some of these stickers I'm gonna put separately. But some of the elements that we have that have come in today are going to be incorporated into our page today. So I just definitely the lemur, because today's suggestion is a 3-prompt. Get the book. Today's 3-prompt is sushi, submarine, and lemur. So let me write it on a Post-it since I just dropped them on the floor. So sushi, submarine, lemur. There we go. So I'm going to be using some medium and stuff and sticking things down together, and I haven't quite figured out. I really just wanted to sort of cold open the package, and I'm very appreciative of that. And thank you very much, Dee Dee, for sending stuff along. But this is definitely going in. This is definitely going in. This is wonderful paper. It's got typeface on it. Oh, I don't know what it says, but I really want to. Known, place, these, nights, the guest, owner, stone. I'm just reading down one line. I know it's not how we read, but that's, so, okay. Dee Dee says that they're on clear sticker paper. You'll need to stick them on white paper. Okay, excellent. Thank you for letting me know that. That's definitely how we're going to get stuff incorporated together. So we've got our 3. Well, we're going to definitely have the fish in here, and can definitely put our frog in. Love it. Let's see if we can do something with these as well. And Campbell Soup Kids. Love it. I love. There's so many really cool elements that we've got here to work with that, it becomes a choice of what do we fit in here and where. And got to get some of that in there for sure. I'm going to try to be a little more picky choosy about stuff because, me, I try to throw in the kitchen sink. And then I've also going to do my Pantone page. I got to do a Pantone. This is a Pantone card from a set of 100 that you can find on the interwebs. And so I want to do a drawing specifically with that, or incorporate that into a comic page. We'll see if we can fit that into this. Maybe not, because I want to do, you know what I mean? I just want to do something very specific for this, but we'll see. So This I've already used in stuff. I've scanned this and incorporated this in a one-page comic already in the background of one. And maybe that's a fun game to go and figure out which one that was. If you do, let me know, because I forgot. So I just know I did it. All right, so I've got a bunch of elements gathered together here, and we'll start putting stuff together. But there's definitely, this is Lynn Mattern did this. It is a craft paint on jelly print, okay? And then this is also Lynn, craft paint on colored drywall tape. Oh, I gotta love that. Yeah, I don't know if you've ever see the porousness of it. Drywall tape is fantastic for incorporating in your work. I have a roll of it like that thick, right? That's the outside edge. So it's actually that wide across. And anybody wants some? Yeah. I got my fan on behind me, so I was blowing the tissue paper around on me already. Okay, so the three things that we need to incorporate in today's page is sushi, submarine, and lemur. I'm right into it today. Yesterday, because we had our visitors there and it was a bit of a talk, it took me a while to kind of get into doing some stuff. It was just mostly like a slideshow for a while. Think about this guy. But it was, see, some of the trick with some stamps is that I see something like this and I get really precious about things sometimes. And I'm like, that's just so cool. Look at that on its own. But I'm just setting stuff to the side here just so it's not all on top of me. This is definitely going to be incorporated in because this is our submarine captain, I think. Now I've got some Post-its here. I've got a blue piece of, it's not necessarily construction. I think it was an envelope. I think this was an envelope and I tore the top of it off, hence the serrated edge here. But so we use this paper and we use some cardstock. We'll see, because of the size of the lemur sticker, I can't really use the sort of small, heavier grade cardstock as just the whole surface, because then it would just be, well, maybe we'll see. We'll see. But I think I want to use something larger, and then that way we can incorporate all of our elements in. So I've got some medium with me. As far as it goes for a narrative, there's I haven't really got one pre-constructed. I just didn't put anything together. But sushi, submarine, and lemur. Okay, so how about this? How about we look at it like this? Let me grab a piece of paper to make some noodles on there. We'll use the back of the envelope. Okay, so all right, have you ever wondered where your sushi came from? We'll do as panel 1. Now, really, and a comma, really, because this is not where sushi comes from. That's my little story idea. Okay, so I can do a drawing in here of sushi. Sushi. I wish I could add an image of the tubes that fit them in the background, just because that silly song like stuck in my head. Okay, so then I've got, here's somebody looking out. Well, we've searched high and low, and we'd like to let you in on the secret. This is done by Terry Brett. Excellent. Excellent. So then we're going to incorporate Terry's image in here too. And then we can do something like our first submarine. So then we can start thinking about how we can incorporate deep down in the darkest depths of the ocean, right? See, I'd like to, I don't know if Lynn would be upset if I tore this in half so I can use the different parts in different spots. I don't know if that would be upsetting, but I might be doing that. So, and then this is also Lynn. So, okay, so the fish is definitely going to get stuck in here, and then this symbol is definitely going to get stuck in here. I really like this a lot, and I'm wondering if when you, is it rubbing off? Well, that's fine. I'm wondering if this is going to come up and off the the paper when I use it. So we'll put this in here. We're going to put our fish in here. We've got this panel here. So we've seen that's the start of our breakdown for panels. And then we'll incorporate our captain in here. We're going to give him a captain's hat. I got to figure out how to put either a white surface behind him or, let me see. See, that's already got that tan. Maybe I just bond this paper down like this onto here. We'll see. We'll figure it out. TD says, no one's going to care if you throw things up to use. Okay, that's good. Everybody does it. Everybody who's anybody does it. Oh, I've still got this. All right, so we want to incorporate this as well. Thank you, Didi. Super cool. All right, start there. All right, let me think. I'll think. All right, so I got some medium out. I'm going to get cracking this way. And I've also got some tissue paper and some other ideas of some things to do. And, you know, we're all in this together. I need surface. Hey, I got one. Oh, I put a lot down. That's okay. We're going to use it up. All right. I'm just going to brush this on. So we've got the gist of our idea is that where does sushi come from? I don't eat sushi. I don't know what, you know, I know people are going to be like, Christopher, you're ridiculous. I know. But I'm going to make up where sushi comes from. Because that's kind of what I do. I don't know if you've picked up on this yet, but I make up stories. So I'm going to initially assemble these stories in a linear fashion, but that doesn't mean, like today's page, that I'm not going to input it into the scan it, and then when I put it in, it's not going to come out as whatever I've decided to rearrange the images as. So now I'm hoping that when I do this, that stuff doesn't get like too smudgy and all over the place, depending on what people have printed stuff with. But I've got to remind me in a moment, Terry, Brett, I want to give Terry's image some credit, and Lynn, I think it's Madden, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's how I'm reading it. It's Lynn Madden. Let's put the observer here, and then we'll just crack a lacking. So, yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm already having fun. I don't know about you, but I like making a mess. What are we at? We're 18 minutes in, and we're already cracking on this thing? What in the world has happened to Christopher today? I don't know. Does he have a cough due to cold? Is there a fever involved? Or is it because he's listening to songs from the 70s? Probably been a long time. That's probably it. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to write some names down. We've got Terry Brett. Dee Willingham. This is Ann Lahr. Okay. And then this is Lynn Madden. So I think so far that's everybody I'm familiar with that has supplied stuff that we're using. Okay. And then after he says that, he's going to chop things up. All right. thank you, Terry and Anne and Lynn and, of course, Dee Dee and everybody that sent stuff into the stamp swap. I don't know if this was your intention, but here's what's happening with it. All right. Looking for, there it is. All right. So as per usual, if anybody has one-page comic ideas or anything else they want to chat about, feel free to hit me. Don't hit me, I'm sensitive. Big, giant, sensitive baby. Yeah, yesterday I feel went really well. It's yesterday's chatting was about, be open and receptive to creativity. But there's also a kind of trust the process, I think, is part and parcel of all that. I think that I'm a big proponent of people allowing themselves to trust in a process. And I think it's something that, it's so easy to say, oh, I don't know, I can't do this, and I'm unable to do that. And oh, what if the wind blows east instead of west today? And they'll talk themselves out of whatever it is because of that. Life is short. Trust the process. Trust yourself. You got stuff to say and things to do. Just do it. Oh, see, I'm glad that didn't. I was worried about this one. That I was going to put it down, and then the moment after I put it down, it was going to immediately bleed, right? That's my pregnancy test. I believe it was called yesterday. Is that a pregnancy test you got there on your desk, Chris? No. Boy, would that be unnecessary? I guess we'll do it that way. Still cover the fish. Still cover the fish, Brunson. All right. Okay, so yeah. Smoothing that down. Hey, what'd you do today? Well, I got some stuff in the mail. Well, cool. What was it? Well, I immediately started ripping things up and throwing it on paper. What? Yeah. Good conversation. Okay, so yeah, we'll do a little bit more of this in here. So, hopefully, the young people that were listening to, and well, all people that were listening to yesterday's conversation, hopefully that there's some benefit to that for people. There's a challenging thing to recognize that one's process is not the same as the next. And, there's one of the things I really wanted to make sure I said is if you compare yourself against others, whether you're better than or less than others, you're never going to be satisfied with what you're doing. And you've already lost. You're basically already lost because you're going to subjectively focus less on just being engaged in the process and and just look at what you're doing in comparison against others and just shop and compare the whole time. And that's that's not the mindset that lets you tap into your inner creative you, like your inner madness. So tricky. Okay, so the paper that I'm using, the surface is not that strong. So hopefully by putting all this stuff down, it's going to give it a little more. Give it a little more. Hey, now what now? I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and my blood pressure was perfect. Yay! I don't know why I'm telling you that. It'd be a weird. That'd be a weird flex, wouldn't it? You could check it out. Guess his blood sugars, the blood pressure's really good. Mm-hmm. All right. I abuse some brushes really badly. This is one of them. He knows what he did. He's got it coming. Yeah, I love a lot of this. I like this little bits of typeface and stuff that are in here. That's a lot of fun. Witness my quickness as I kick this. Nice. I'm only here to shamelessly promote the Gary and Albion art cashers. Oh yeah, and to say hello to Dee Dee. Not me. Yeah, looking forward to the art casters tonight. Josh was talking about how they were going to have some weirdos on it. And I thought, well, who could that be? I don't know. I'm like, are they pretty? And he's like, you'll have to tune in and see. There, all done. Oh, I've left things up. I'm sorry. Oh, yep. That'll be on Joshua Kimball's channel. Carry that information up higher, and then I love little textures that stick up underneath each other. Love it. Tell us how you feel about it, Chris. All right, so I've also got some tissue paper. I had this kicking around. I'm going to get some of this in, and then I'll start getting into the composition here. But I really have a fun time building it up, right? Can't get too bonkers over here because this is where the lemur is going to go down. But maybe what I should do is get him down now and then incorporate some of these other textures inside. I'm going to try, so this is what I'm going to try. I'm going to try to stick it on like so. Okay, I'm going to try to use the base of it, stick it on into the composition here. And then we'll go from there. So, what's up? You sitting down? You covered me in here. I spent too much time with that guy. Now, hopefully it doesn't buckle, right? But it does. We'll come up with another solution. We'll be fine. We'll be fine, everybody. Look at that. Look how fast I drew that. No, that's not. This is drawn by Dee. And this is some of the stuff that, for those that might, in case people are coming in late today, this is my mail that I got between the stamp swap mail and today's mail of stickers from Dee. And we're doing a three prompt, 1-page comic with this stuff. So I'm just incorporating all this stuff together, and I'm going to give credit to all the people whose some additions are in here. So we'll see how this goes. Now, if all goes well, the stickers stay down. We're all very happy about it. We all smile and nod. We get on with making our picture. All part of a very cunning plan, the placement of that tape. Oh boy. I don't want to cover it too much. But I recognize I'm going to have to do a little bit of farting around with it. I might put him in a boat captain's outfit, so we'll see. All right, so the reason that I wanted to get this down now is that get some of this tissue paper texture in here. So and I really do like how much that mars the surface. I really do when I put tissue paper down. I like that it's complimenting. So here we got people. When the problem comes along, you must stick it. There you go. Hi Janet, welcome aboard. Yeah, so sidetracked your name. Hey, you're welcome aboard. Hey, it's Gary Hodges, the other co-host tonight on the Artcasters. Hey, where'd you get that cool lemur? You like that? It came in the mail today. I know what you're saying. It's illegal to ship animals across the border. I know. That's okay. Today we're going to let that go. You didn't see nothing. So I don't know the level of chaos this must look like at this point. But in my head, it's almost like I can see the composition coming together now. It makes sense to me when you stand back and look at it. It's all part of a big old plan. So some of the stuff that I got in here came from today's mail, including this fantastic lemur sticker. And some of the stuff that's in here came from the stamp swap. I'm trying to think of some good questions tonight for the Artcasters broadcast that's going to have Gary and Jim join it. So far I've come up with why and how. So I'm working on it. Those are my first questions. Hey, Deed, the Trimmer paints and tools came. Oh, nice. Hey, Gary, Dee has sent you some dino stickers. I got one today. Oh, they're super cool. I got some horror monsters today as well. I'm really excited. I'm going to be putting those up on, I got a paint cabinet that I put stickers on. And so those stickers are going to go right on the paint cabinet. So I look at it every day because it's directly across from my traditional working station. Directly across from my digital working station is big screen TV from watching movies. Yesterday I watched Valerian. And if you haven't watched Valerian yet, please do. One of the influences on Star Wars. The books, anyways. But now they've got a film came out on it. Directed by Luc Besson, the guy that did La Femme Nikita, Fifth Element, right? It should have been far more successful than it was. Okay, Dee Dee can't wait. Artcasters tonight will be about the stages of a long-term project. Jim, starting. Josh, midstream. Me is done. Ooh, you're technically done. Technically not done, because you've got three more volumes. But you're done this issue. That's exciting. Very good issues, by the way. If anybody that's out there, if you hadn't had a chance, please look at Gary Hodges' DVSN. Making sure we got things sticking where they're done supposed to be stuck. All right. So now I'm just filling in spots. Listening to some Elvis Costello with Mr. Burt Bacharach. Okay, so today's page is a 3-prompt sushi. Gary says, shush. I'm done and I'm relaxing. Yes, indeed. You've accomplished a great deal, Gary. It's now simple and easy feat to finish 3 books. Here, Gary, I'm going to give you a sneak peek of something. If Dee Dee doesn't mind, but here it is. Take a look at this beauty you got coming in the mail. Look at that. That's so good. All right, so I also got my Pantone card, so I will be doing a page structured around the Pantone card, probably tomorrow. I might get that stuck to the page. Okay. I think we got Paul Pate has just joined us. Paul Pate, who is right now traveling through the distant land of make-believe. Okay. So, Sushi, Submarine, Lemur. I'm going to hit this with the air dryer for a second, just to see if this expedites the process for me. To be able to start drawing on this sucker. So bear with me for the noise for a sec. Oh, is that for the sticker? I'll look at this in a sec. I'll do it again. Okay, I'll do it in a second, dude. Say hi to Pantness. Let's actually stuff down. It's actually works. All right. All right, I'm just going to move this stuff for a sec. I thought I might use this blue cardstock, but I never ended up doing it actually. So I'll show that sticker again. It's supposed to be displayed like this. Find a clear spot. There it is. Very cool. It's very cool. Okay. So I still might yet put some more of these pieces in. And then we'll move this over. Okay, now I grabbed, just randomly grabbed one of my drawers of tools, and I got a whole bunch of pencils and pens and more things. But let's see, I got the Laurentians with me, but I'm wondering how well they're going to grip. Because I probably used the wrong medium today. I was just excited. I was very excited. All right. I think he says, thanks, Christopher. Yeah, it's great. It's a great piece. Yeah, okay. So, let's see how this guy does. So I've got elements. I'm going to do sushi, and then let's take a look, shall we? And here we go into underneath the sea. And so we'll put some different fish in here, right? So we'll have, yeah, see, I think I have to use the pen, which is fine. And then we're going to cut to this panel will be a shot of a submarine, and then we're going to come over here to a closer shot of a submarine, and then here's our submarine captain and our result, right? So we'll just start putting some fish in here. I don't know if that's picking up. So the whole thing about putting down the different bits of information is it's a fun route, right? Like it's a fun base, but it doesn't mean that that's, and I know that other ways of doing collage is to use those representative images and to incorporate those together and then do a blending of it. Whereas I think that mine's this, I realize that my approach here might be a little bit more destructive because I'm putting pieces down that are just going to, moments later just sort of disappear, right? Into the scene itself. But it's a sort of building up and pushing back and allowing it to come together in its own little way. But to be able to have a little bit of this gold business throughout the thing and some of this fun information here from the fish here, to me that's there's a lot of excitement in that because it's sort of, it allows a greater sense of depth sometimes, and that these additional bits of information getting a person who's viewing its eye to move around allows us to try and experiment in other different ways. Like rather than drawing things opaquely, sort of scribbling rough shapes of fish in to try to, I don't know, denote some distance maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Try anything. It's always my adage, right? Oh, yeah. I think this will be cool. The process is unique. Oh, well, that's very nice of you. So now I'm just to build on this, I'm going to try to emulate this fish and get a little bit more of this pattern in here. And it will add some more to this too. We're going to come back in again and throw some blacks over top. We're going to do a blue wash to try to unify that. It's honestly kind of working this way at certain points seem incredibly fast and kinetic, and other parts seem really, belaborious. So we'll see how it goes. Thank you, everybody that attended yesterday's stream, and, well, in general, any streams, really, today's as well. But I really appreciated that. It was super fun. I've got a couple of messages from the people in Chris's class, and they're all very nice people. I mean, that's nice. Let's be honest, it takes a special person to contact you and say, "Yeah, you showed us your pictures yesterday. You sick, bozo." You're not going to see much of that, but. Are you snoring? The cat's snoring beside me. So we're going to do something new in my posts for my stream. We're going to start incorporating pictures of Corbin and I. So Corbin was sitting on my lap for a fair amount of this morning, and as I'm working in the studio. And so, we're going to try to fit some of that sort of information into some of the title cards, get some reaction shots. Lori thinks that would be funny. Well, Lori says goose. How well is this going to turn out? Not too well. All right, that's fine. We'll get to it. Let's see what you do. So I'm trying different combinations of things and throwing them down. Just tying things together a little bit. I'll pull these guys out again in a second. All right. All right, so I want to put in, so give this a second, but while that's taking a second, so I've got a bunch of these colored pens, so we'll be using some of these. But let's put a submarine in, start to get, now I'm sure that there's going to be submarine enthusiasts out there that go, the different submarines you draw are not the same ones. Who cares? Just get the submarine down. So I'm doing a shot from it going by us. I'm drawing with a brown pen. And I get that shape in there. And then we're going to get the so we'll tighten that up. I forgot to put the antenna on this sucker. Let's do that. So when it comes to representation, I've never been one that was overly worried about trying to have things rooted in realism, in the sense that you know what I mean? Like, you got to be allowed to take some license with things. You got to be allowed to play around and see what that does for you as far as it goes depicting whatever your images that you want to do. You got to have some fun with it, because if you can't have fun with it, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I'm going to use. Get over here, Sanchez. Yes, they do. I'm with you. So there's our submarine coming in now. Look at that. One of the three things is already done. Two things. Lemur, submarine. Okay, I'll come back into that. All right, so we got some of the gist of these elements coming in here now. So this is a light blue pen that, by putting it down on the white areas, now it's not the same as this paper here, but it's, you know, it's kind of close. You know. This is what I mean by all these little applications, all these little layers. Eventually, it all starts tying together. That's my theory. And then when I finished the whole image, one of the things that, if there's the affordance of, I used to try to do this manually, and this is when I found out that some of the benefits of scanning and then working digitally is that it's much easier for me to put panel separations in with the computer, right? So hopefully that doesn't look too crazy. And this is when, again, I can come back in after, start doing some of the same white outlining like I've done over here, right? Yeah, all the fun. Yeah, give people all kinds of bad ideas about. Yeah, fun. And then in this submarine, I can come back in and see, this is what I'm talking about, where I like the gold in there. Like I don't want to mess around with that too much and cover it up too much. Because it's kind of cool. And it sort of blends in. I don't know. Let's see how it looks in the, yeah, it blends in pretty good digitally as well, or visually as well. It's almost like you sort of develop this idea in your head about what what you're putting down, right? There it is. So I got some watercolors out now, and it's too small a brush. So is that. There you are. I better one. So if anybody's got thoughts or ideas or stuff that they're, oh, try this. Hey, Chris, throw mud at it. Whatever. So this is just a watercolor. Hey, Chris, have you ever thought about driving in a car and throwing that out the window and see what sticks to it on the ground? Oh, that's a neat idea. I haven't tried that before. Hi, Christopher. Now I'm giving the final gram to my group, so I cannot be here long. Some of the students were invited to leave comments in yesterday's video. Yeah, I've got at least one on the video, and I've had someone reach out and say, hey, how do you do that? So that's fun. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that opportunity yesterday, Chris. Thank you. It's super cool. Really, really fun. Really fun. You're always welcome to come on back with the gang. And I'm sure that there's all kinds of creative English words they might have heard there. I think everybody was having a lot of fun. Okay. Let's try to shake up my brush here. All right. Put that over there for a minute. Let this side dry. All right, so now I got this. This panel, let's raise it up a little bit. I don't know how that's turning out to others, but again, it looks yellow to me. I need a black pen. So I'm just extending the image that's here so that when I put the text in over top, I can pick and choose where I want the text. And then that way, I'm not lockstepped in it, just trying to fit it up above or below, right? Right, Chris, that sounds good. Oh, okay. So I'm just pushing, again, some of these elements around a little bit further. Just because, that's why. This is fun. It's like trusting the process, what I was referring to earlier. So I've been pretty quiet today. I apologize. Usually I'm jibber jabber jack. But, you want to get all these bits and bobs in here. You focus away for a second there, but it's trusting in the process just lets you move with whatever is happening in the moment. So if I've got this supply piece of information, well, why not pursue that further and extend it out? Because we've clearly got this uniform panel size going on, right? If I've got this fun information inside this, why not extend that out a little more, and see where that, see where that takes me. I have to be quiet. It's an exam. So no singing, Chris. Writing exam. Lots to read and evaluate. Oh my gosh. So I'm just trying to get some of these little additional bits of information and throughout. And then now, whether or not it's really representative of the actual shapes or the detailed little representations of fish or not, generally your brain can fill that in, right? So, or the viewer's brain can. Let that dry a little bit more. So these first three panels are coming together pretty nicely, pretty easily. So that's a good feeling. And then we've got, we're going to put a captain's hat on our lemur. He's the captain of the submarine. So hopefully that's still recognizably a submarine. Chris says, I got final orals on Monday, final reading and listening on Tuesday, but that one is graded automatically. Oh, so nice. That's got to be good when you go, yeah, this one's in the bag. Okay, so there's our submarine coming in. We've got Philip Chandler the handler. Welcome aboard, sir. I really like this pattern on here, and I know that I kind of dissembled the pattern by spreading it out over a number of different panels, but I just like the that gold in there very, very much. Just something fun, something extra. It doesn't need an explanation. Okay, so Sushi Submarine Lemur. We've got our submarine. Dee Dee has supplied us with the lemur. And, well, I think that's one of Dee Dee's fish as well. It's just going to let me do anything with these Laurentians. Watching the recording. Great to see you schedule the weekly stream, Philip. Philip left his stream up from last night. That's awesome, Philip. Sometimes there's some situations that happen that make you feel compelled. Ugh, I better take this down. But I'm glad you didn't have that with last night. So I'm going to come in and do another hit on the fish area for push that blue a little bit, but I'm feeling pretty good with this one. Yeah, it is to show this guy in the depths, right? But the panel cuts here, so you don't have to get too worried about it, too elaborate. I say we, you know what I mean. It's that narrative going on in my head. Okay, so we'll leave that one now. Not my car's fish. Oh, okay. You didn't get many viewers last night, but it went well. Oh, excellent. Well, I'm glad it went well. I'm sorry you didn't get the viewers you wanted, but I'm glad it went well. That's I got this silly little palette that I'm using right now, which is not the palette that I was just using. Play with different blues. Maybe this might be the guy. Yeah, that's the guy. Come back in and hit those white little marks again, but in the meantime, this is good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's good. What am I missing? I'm still living dangerously today. Painting in a non-painty shirt. Niggly voices said, "Don't do it. I'm ignoring it." Hey, get crazy. Get crazy, Janet. Just start flicking paint. Do this. Okay, so I have to squeeze the paint out of these brushes so that it doesn't go up inside the reservoir, because then they permanently stain like some of the older ones that I have. Okay, what am I missing? Jenna says, "New subby, Philip. I'll check your action. I'll check out your action later." Hello. You liking the paints, Janet? Oh, yeah, because Janet got her new paints today. Don't worry about viewers. I hardly ever get viewers in my streams, but I like that some have become regular ones early Saturday and Sunday. Oh, that's super cool. Chris, I got to start following you. I think I'm following you, but I got to start watching some of your streams. I'm sorry that I haven't got notifications on for that. So far, so good. Janet says better new paints. I'll decide when I try to draw color on top. It is transparent enough that it will work good on the Pantone cards. Okay, cool. All right, so we got the first 3 panels sort of coming together. And now we've got our Captain Lemur for our submarine. Maybe I should do this next submarine. It's the Christopher problem, where I've got 16,000 tools piling up on me. Okay. All right, so we've got him moving this way. We've got all kinds of directional movement going on, but now we're going to put a couple things happening. I need to see a captain's naval captain's hat. I don't know what it looks like, so I'll look that up. So I've got to draw sushi here, and then put that there, and then this is where sushi comes from. It's clearly not where sushi comes from because it has nothing to do with the lemur and the submarine, but it does today. Yeah, so we're gonna put this. Let's draw another big old shot of our submarine. Get a pen where I can see better. I got a really cool book on submarines. I'm having this sort of perplexing time. I love having all this resource stuff in books, but ever since I saw Dee Dee start doing collage work inside of some of the Abandoned Places books, and I got a bunch of these Abandoned Places books, there's this part of me that is just itching to just start cutting things out of all my books and making all kinds of things. And you know, you catch a bug. You got the bug. So getting the front of our submarine down here. And then I gotta, these are the doors open, I guess. Put that. Nope. I'm going to draw the back of the sub. Yeah, that works. Debating on whether or not I should make that. Yeah, we'll do that. I'm missing stuff. Sub Philip. Listen to me, scared to attempt collage after watching Dee Dee because I'm pretty sure I'm not magic. What are you talking about? You're made out of magic. Do a few hundred of them, Janet. I like that. That's fine. I'm not even in camera, and I'm so sorry for that. Here, I'm drawing this submarine for the lower image. And utilizing some of this. And this is what I'm talking about, like trust the process. I'm going to keep referring to this. Because you've got these different little bits of information in the supplied in the different materials that you put down in your pre-collage to working. What are we at? 120. We're getting a lot done today. That's the fun thing about working with mixed materials and mixed in media is that you can get a lot covered in a short amount of time. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, trusting in the process is like just allow yourself that. Just allow yourself to see what it gives you, to see what some of this information supplies you with already, and that you never know what's going to come from that, right? See, the white pencil's not really doing anything. Let's come in with this cat. So I'm going to credit the people whose stamp images are some of the stuff incorporated here. There's some of the missile silo doors. Woo! Oh, that's a good start. It's fun. So this is a really cheap, inexpensive little bunch of, whoops, he says and spills it on himself. This is a bunch of really cheap and inexpensive watercolors, like $7 for the whole, for this little palette. That's funny how little I care about mixing directly on the colors on this thing, because it's so disposable, right? Like it just feels so disposable, but see, here's another thing I like about mixed. See how you get the textures and stuff coming through there like this? Love that. Big fan of that. Big fan. Big fan. Good stuff. Use that as my top line. There's that peeking through again, the tissue paper stuff. I don't know if you're picking up on that, but there we go. Let's try it for a second. Oh, what am I missing here? Good colors in that little set. There's some great colors in the set. This is $7 at Walmart, so they're not gonna last long. But there's a really great little palette to it. So Crayola makes some nice watercolors. Nothing wrong with inexpensive. No, I'm a, you know me. Come on, look at half the stuff I use is dollar store material. Super tip markers from Crayola rock. Yeah, nice. Have to check those out. See, this is what I'm talking about, where I like different textures there for whatever reason. Like, look at those cool lines behind the boat right here. This is the stuff I get. This is why I like putting all kinds of different nonsense in my stuff, because that's the stuff I'm looking for is the little bubbles and bits in here. I realize that I'm probably really overlooking it, but it's the kind of stuff that makes me happy. That mannequins. All right, so we've got our lemur here, and I'm going to try to see if I can find. See what a submarine captain looks like. Probably all in white, right? Yeah, you know. All right, let's do it. Philip says the wide crayon markers are good for drawing caricatures from Crayola. Oh, that's super cool. All right. I hope you don't mind, Dee Dee. Malcolm says, one-page idea, a brew fest of witches, like a beer fest. Okay, hold on. I posted somewhere? I thought I posted somewhere. I'll write this. I got one over here. Brew fest of witches. That's Malcolm. That's a good one, Malcolm. I like that idea a lot. That's a lot of fun. Thanks, Salty. I like the turtle, Janet. So cute. Nice. Yeah. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Hat. Let's try this. So it's just going to sit yellow there. Nah, yeah, let's try something. Yeah, throw it there, though. Try white. Probably have to do it in ink. Yeah, that's premise. Thanks, Chris. I'm enjoying this new challenge. Nice. Yeah, you're doing really, really awesome on the Pantone thing. There we go. Captain Lemur. So we've got two of our elements coming together, submarine and lemur. And our third one is sushi. So I have to look up, see what sushi is. Yeah, let's do this. Trying to think of where's. Oh, love the hat. I'm glad. Live, love, live, love. I knew what you meant. So I got one more thing I got to do the lemur, and I hope it makes some sense. But I'm gonna give him medals on his chest because Dun, dun, dun. Now somebody's gonna look at this and those medals goes, those aren't the right medals. I don't know what that shape is. So, all right. Oh, wrong one. We'll color these in a minute. Gotta give us medals. Do that on the same on the opposite side too. Because we can, right? So this is one of the things I can fix in the digital is that I can take this panel and move it down to here, and because I want to leave this space in here. So, little halo effect around them. So that come out very well. This it's not, like I said, it's not very opaque, this paint, but on white paper it doesn't really need to be. But so this is trying to carry over some of what we got going on up here. All right. Let's try to fill in some of our metals now. I need a good orange. That's fun. All right. There we go. Okay, let's see what we got. Do you ever give your paintbrushes haircuts? Nah, I use cheap ones and send them off to Arlene to use in 3D projects. I have enough raggedy ones for textures. Yeah, sometimes you just got to beat up your brushes and then call that a tool for something different. Oh yeah. I gotta get the yellow on the hat now. Okay. You don't touch anything. Okay. Yeah, that's fun. There's our Captain Lemur with his very decorated officer, Captain Lemur. I had to tame a few bristles, and it made me wonder. One goes astray, you could tame it. That's a duty sensor. Yeah, I totally agree with that. Oh yeah, now we're 40. Okay, so so that just leaves the reaction panel and the sushi panel. Well, this is going to be 2 panels, but I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be because that's the secret. And then I'm going to put and enhance these elements in here. And I feel like this is continued through here nicely into the area that didn't have a sticker on it. So I'm pleased with that. But so we got all this stuff put together, and you know what I got is I had a pencil a moment ago. I need a larger desk. My desk is stupid big. I don't need a larger desk. Oh, there we go. See how some of those textures are coming through now? I love it. And I'm ripping it. That's good. Yeah, it's getting better. What am I missing? Oh no, got up. Okay. Yeah. So here's a fun story. There's a slide guitarist that I was watching the other day, and he was going to get a job playing with Bob Dylan. And he was pretty much the guy that you could call on and say, he hears your song one time, and then he could pick up his part in it. And he's he's the kind of go-to guy that a lot of musicians need on a quick replacement basis because they don't have to go through all the motions with him. But so somebody had said, well, Bob Dylan might want to work with you. And he said, oh, I'd love to work with Bob Dylan. You know how you put messages on your machine and then you forget about them? Well, you used to anyways, back when we had real answering machines. But you forget. And he had he had recorded William Shatner singing Mr. Tambourine Man because he thought it was just hilarious how, what Shatner's version of it. But he forgot that he'd left that as his machine message. And so Bob Dylan himself called the guy to say, hey, you want to come on with me and I'm going on a tour and play some music, get in the band. So as soon as he calls, because he missed the call and Bob left to leave a message, but all he can hear is William Shatner singing Mr. Tambourine Man, and he didn't know if it was the guy or if this, because how familiar is he going to be with Shatner's version, right? Butchery. And so he didn't hire the guy because he thought the guy was making fun of him. Isn't that funny? It's actually quite tragic, but He did meet him years later. They did, and he did apologize. So just thought, what a ridiculous version of that song. He hopes desperately to meet William Shatner one day before he dies so that he can tell Shatner that he screwed up his chances to play Bob Dylan. Hey, Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. That sounds terrible. No, that version of it's pretty terrible. All right, so our submarine's coming together down here too now. This is fun. Okay, well, I've got, what are we at? 1:44. I'm going to wrap up, I think, a few minutes here. But this is, we got all the key elements in here for the most part for these panels, the very least. And then I'm going to draw the sushi, here, like a plate of sushi. How boring is that to watch me draw? And then I'm going to finish off these panels here that we've already got laid out, and then I've got the final point and then the resolution to it. So this is fun. This is coming together really, really, really quickly. I've been having a lot of fun doing this page, but it's definitely different. Definitely a different way to work. But definitely a fun way. Very different types of drawing fish. It's kind of fun that. But all these little elements and stuff like that are going to start getting adding into it now. He didn't reply to my collage I made him when he went into space, though. Oh, Shatner? No, I've met Shatner. I've told this story before, where he was a guest at a comic convention that I was the art director of, and as I'm walking in the green room to get some stuff, I walk right in. As I'm going through the door, Shatner's coming out, and I said, "Oh, Mr. Shatner, I'm a big fan of your work," and he looks at me head to toe, because of our size difference. And he goes, "It's always good to have big fans." Yep. You know what the strangest part of that was? Is that when he said this, I wanted to go, Danny Crane. If you didn't watch that show, that get that reference, but All right, I'm having fun with this. This has been really good, and I appreciate everybody tuning in today. I'll get this finished up tonight and have it posted for tomorrow, and then tomorrow, I'm going to do a Pantone. I'll incorporate my Pantone card into a one-page comic. So, sorry I left that up. So if you come on by at 2:00 tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, we got a ton done today. Holy guacamole! So I'll get this finished up and posted, and yabba dabba doo. I would also make comments about your height, and I would expect you to make fun of mine. Oh, you're pint-sized, are you? I call those pocket friends, which sounds a lot more inappropriate than it's meant. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's great, Jada. Okay, I'm off for now. I'll see you tomorrow at 2:00. In the meantime, I look forward to see what you're working on. There's an Artcasters tonight with Gary and Jim on. So check out that if you get the opportunity to. And I believe Philip said he's streaming at some point. It's tonight or tomorrow. So check that out too. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow at 2:00. Bye for now. Thanks, everybody.